Welcome to this listening practice session. Wear your earphones, do not read subtitles. Just relax and listen to the conversation. You know, Mark, I was looking at old photos this morning. Do you remember where we were exactly 3 years ago today?
3 years ago? Let me think. That would have been January 2023. Oh, were we still living in that tiny apartment above the bakery?
Yes, the one where the floorboards creaked every time the neighbors moved, and the whole place smelled like cinnamon rolls at 4 a.m.
I actually miss that smell. I don't miss the creaking floors, but I do miss being that close to the city center. Everything felt so fast back then. Why were you looking at those photos?
I think I've been feeling a bit stuck lately. You ever get that feeling like you're doing everything right? You have the job, the house, the routine, but you've forgotten how to just be curious about things.
I get it. It's the autopilot trap. You wake up, check your phone, go to work, come home, watch a show, and repeat. It's comfortable, but it's not exactly exciting.
Exactly. So I've been thinking about doing something drastic. Well, not drastic, but a big change. I'm thinking about signing up for that pottery intensive course in the countryside, the one that lasts for a whole month.
A whole month? Wow. Wouldn't you have to take a sabbatical from work?
I checked the handbook. I have enough accrued leave. And honestly, Mark, my boss told me last week that I look like I'm running on fumes. I think even she knows I need a break.
You know, it's funny you mention that. I've been having similar thoughts, but about my health. I realized yesterday that I haven't run a single mile in 6 months. I used to run marathons. Now I get out of breath just walking up the stairs to our office.
It happens slowly, doesn't it? We stop doing the things we love because we're too busy, and then one day we realize we don't even recognize our own habits anymore.
So if you do this pottery thing, what happens to your routine here?
That's the point. I want to break the routine. I want to wake up without an alarm. I want to work with my hands instead of a keyboard. I want to see if I can actually create something tangible.
I envy that. I really do. Maybe I should find my own pottery. Not literally, of course. I'm terrible with crafts, but something that gets me away from the screen. Maybe I'll finally join that local rowing club.
You should. I saw them on the river last Saturday. They looked so synchronized, so focused. It looked like a moving meditation.
Okay, let's make a deal. If you apply for your leave today, I'll go down to the docks and talk to the coach tomorrow.
Is that a promise? Because I'll hold you to it.
It's a promise. No more autopilot.
You know, Mark, saying it out loud makes it feel so much more real. But now the practical side of my brain is kicking in. A whole month in the countryside? I haven't been away from the city for that long since university.
It is a long time. What's the accommodation like? Are you staying in a tent or is there an actual roof over your head?
Oh, it's a proper cottage. Very rustic, though. The brochure mentioned there's no Wi-Fi in the living area, only in the main studio. At first, I panicked, but then I realized that's exactly what I need.
No Wi-Fi in the cottage? Sarah, you'll actually have to read a book. Or, heaven forbid, sit with your own thoughts.
Exactly. I think that's the part that scares me the most. We're so used to reaching for our phones the second we feel a tiny bit bored. What did I do at 9 p.m. if I can't scroll through social media?
You'll probably sleep better than you have in years. That's what they say, right? Digital detox? I should probably try a version of that too if I'm trying to start rowing. I can't exactly take my phone out on the water.
That's true too. One splash and your phone is at the bottom of the river.
Which might be a blessing in disguise. But honestly, I'm worried about the physical side. You're going to be working with clay, which is physical, but rowing, that's a whole different level of exhaustion. What if I join and I'm the slowest person there?
Mark, you used to run marathons. Your body has memory for these things. It'll be hard for the first week, sure. You'll be sore. You'll probably complain to me every day about your aching shoulders.
Oh, I definitely will. I'll be a nightmare to be around.
But isn't that the point? To be a beginner again? I'm terrified I'll be terrible at pottery. I have this vision of me trying to make a beautiful vase and it just collapsing into a gray puddle of mud.
But that puddle of mud will be your puddle of mud. It's better than a perfect spreadsheet that no one cares about.
You're right. There's something so disconnected about digital work. You click save, you send an email, and it just disappears into the cloud. There's nothing to hold.
I feel that every day. I spend 8 hours moving pixels around on a screen. At the end of the day, I haven't actually made anything. If you make even one ugly lopsided mug, you can hold it in your hands. You can drink coffee out of it.
A lopsided mug. I'll bring one back. It'll be my thank you gift for encouraging me.
I'll cherish it, even if it leaks.
So, tomorrow morning, you're really going to the docks?
I am. I'll go before work. If I don't go before I get to the office, I'll find an excuse to skip it. I'll tell myself I'm too tired or that I have too many meetings.
Good. And I'm going to talk to HR about my sabbatical. I'll send the email tonight so I can't take it back in the morning.
It feels like we're finally taking control again, doesn't it? Instead of just letting the weeks happen to us.
It really does. I feel lighter already. Just having a plan, something to look forward to that isn't a deadline, it changes your whole perspective.
I'm glad we had this talk. I think I was waiting for someone to give me permission to stop being so busy.
We don't need permission, Mark. We just need to remember to breathe. You have finished the listening session. Did you understand the conversation? Try to listen one more time without looking at any words. Think about Sarah's lopsided mug and Mark's moving meditation. Thank you for practicing today. See you in the next session.